Hi friends, it's Victor Costa. Wanted to say hello. Some of you are just getting to know me, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about my bodybuilding career and the importance of staying natural, sticking to your knitting, and sticking with your game plan. So here I am at age about 14. I loved bodybuilding. My parents discouraged it because they thought it would stunt my growth, and I just didn't care. I had posters of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lou Ferrigno, Joseph Wilkos, Chris Dickerson, and the like, and I would gravitate toward those magazines whenever my dad would drop us off either at a candy store or a publication store. I would just eat that stuff up. So then I started to compete a little bit, and here I am at around age 22 or 23. And was at this competition that my life took a turn. I came into this show with knowing very, very little. I knew how to work hard, I knew how to train hard, and luckily for me, there was a gentleman in the audience by the name of Dr. Bob Gruskin, also another gentleman, Rich Beretta, and also a gentleman named David Barton. Dr. Bob Gruskin had trained 7 Mr. Americas, and he took an interest in me. They thought I had the tools to go as far as I could, as far as one could go. At the time, I had just finished university, and I was looking for various opportunities. David Barton was a budding entrepreneur in the physical fitness field, and Rich Beretta was one of the top trainers, and he had also won the title of Mr. America. It was this day that changed my life. I was fortunate enough to meet with those gentlemen. They made me an offer to come and work at David Barton Gym as a trainer and manager, and that's where my bodybuilding career took off. However, I decided to go into a different field, and I decided to go into business, leaving behind what I loved. And the reason I did that was because of the drugs. I didn't understand when I would go to a show and I would train extremely hard why there was no one there testing us. It felt to me as though I was showing up for a test, having studied very hard, and I felt that everyone else had already had the answers in advance. This turned me off to competing, and I thought for my life there was no way that I could tell my family and children to be, at the time, not to use drugs when I was on them. So that's why I decided not to do them and pursue bodybuilding, because I felt that that was necessary for me at the time. Then I decided to have a professional career doing different things in finance and business, and then I went on to acting from there. And I found my groove at a later age, and I continue to do that. I meet with wonderful people, Hall of Fame basketball players, wonderful actors. I make films. I'm in films, and that for me has been a way to enjoy physical expression without having to do drugs. I've met wonderful actors, and today I continue to train very hard because I said to myself, why should I let that mentality, the drug mentality, affect me? I can still progress. I can still focus on what I love doing, in spite of the fact that I don't like how the competitions are. People ask me if I'm going to compete. Now, with the new categories, I very well may. And if I do so, it will only be for one reason. It will not be for accolades. It will not be for trophies or titles or money or any of that. It will be simply to show the people who don't do drugs that you can make it, that you can still compete on a level if you work hard and stick to your knitting. I haven't had sugar in 15 years. I haven't had alcohol in 17 years. I don't eat birthday cake on my birthday, and I work my ass off every day. So when people tell me, hey Vic, you must be using synthol, I won't even put oil in the pan. Hey Vic, you must be on steroids, I won't even get a tan because I think it's bad for my dermis. I keep in mind the things that are most valuable to me, and I want the people who love me to be proud of me. You don't need steroids, you need heart.